just who we are. Make us come together and it's alright. That's when you remember who you are.
Hello, hi. So it is Saturday, Sunday. I think it's Saturday or Sunday. But anyway, it's the first weekend of 2025. And before we move further into 2025, I wanted to set some goals and I wanted to just give you an idea of what to look forward to in 2025. I think 2025 is the year of prosperity, and it is the year of just making it happen. Instead of just sitting around and hoping things come to you, we want to get out there and get it. We want to do what we have to do, and the time for procrastination is over. So I have 6 goals to transform your life in 2025. These 6 goals are things that I'll be working on as well. These are goals that you will see in my vlogs in 2025. I guess we can start with why I'm doing vlogs and why it took me so long. I don't know. It's always seemed like doing vlogs is for young people, and why am I doing this, and is this for me? It's that mindset that you kind of get stuck in, that the 9 to 5 is what I need to do. It's the generation that we grew up in, but you have to get out there and do it, and that's the only way that you're going to grow. And a 9 to 5 is not enough. It's not enough to provide the lifestyle that you really want to support your family, to support yourself, and do the things that you need to do. So you have to have something outside of that. So anyway, I started vlogging. So last year I started vlogging, and I only did like a couple, because you kind of feel weird going out into the stores and walking around with a camera and everybody looking at you, and it's kind of like imposter syndrome. Like, who am I to feel like I can vlog? One, I don't even have that many people following me, so am I really a vlogger, or am I somebody just recording myself? Yes, I understand that you have to start somewhere, but it's still an imposter syndrome that you feel when you vlogging outside and people are watching you, and then somebody like, oh, you vlogging? And then you're like, yeah, I'm vlogging. And it's like, oh, what's your channel? And then they go to your channel and you got like 10 followers. So you kind of feel like, I don't know, but you have to start somewhere. So this is the year that I am going to start. Even doing this sit down right now has, I contemplated this for so many days. I procrastinated. I thought of a million things why I shouldn't do it. Why am I doing it? What is, but anyway, here I am. And these 6 things I think can help you, and they definitely gonna help me. So we have 6 goals to transform your life in 2025. Let's go. Number 1, prioritize physical health and nutrition. I have struggled with my weight for most of my life, and I am an emotional eater. So when I'm stressed and I have a lot of things going on, food is my comfort. I have to get out of that. I have to get out of that mindset, and I have to nourish my body with good food, not junk food. And junk food is what you go to. It tastes good. You sit in front of the TV and you're eating the junk food, but it's not good for my health. And in order for me to get to a place where God wants me to be, I need to prioritize my health, and I need to be in tip-top shape. That is what I need to work on: eating nutritious food and physically moving my body. I have things that I have going on, like I have bad knees, so I need to get to a point to where walking upstairs and walking around the mall and doing those things are not causing me the severe pain that it causes me now. I need to be better. I need to do better, and this is the year that I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on being more physically active, and I'm going to work on nutrition, and we can do it together. This is a community that I want to provide, where we motivate each other and we inspire each other to grow, and we provide positive aspirations, and we promote each other, and we build each other up. These are the things that I want to provide in my YouTube community, because it's something that, I wish I had. I wish I had a community, so I want to provide that for somebody else. So in 2025, we're going to prioritize. The first thing we're going to do is prioritize our health and nutrition. Number 2, cultivate personal style. Like, you walk around and kind of like everybody is dressing the same. Everybody hair is the same. Everybody, like, you have a personality. And I think that when you show up, your style should reflect your personality. And that's okay if everybody don't like what you wear. You like it. Like, you like your style. You like those pants you put on. You like that shirt you put on. You there's a time and a place for everything. Like, you want to show up like the boss woman that you want to become, and you want your clothes to fit properly, and you want to put your best foot forward, and you want to be your best, and that's how you should show up in the world. So we want to cultivate personal style. We want to make sure we walk out of the house, we look our best. We got our hair done. We don't have to make up, but we want our skin. We want to do our self-care routines and our nighttime routines, and make sure our skin is beautiful and our clothes are immaculate, and whatever it is that you want to wear, you need to wear it with confidence, and you have to make sure it lay on your body right, and you walking out and you showing up in the world as your best self. And that's what I want to cultivate this year in 2025, because sometimes I go like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store. You put on a pair of sweats and you put on, a t-shirt, because I'm only going to pick up a couple of things. But you never know who you're going to meet at the grocery store. You never know who you're going to pass on your way there, or what's going to happen, or where your next blessing is going to come from. So when you leave the house, you should always look put together, no matter what it is. Even if you got on sweats, you wear them sweats put together. So that is something that I want to also cultivate. Number 2 is definitely personal style, and making sure that when I step out of the house, I'm bringing my best self. So let's go with 3. Establishing boundaries and self-care. I think that establishing boundaries is like putting you as number 1. So if it's something that you don't want to do, or you don't feel like doing, or you don't have the energy to do it right now, it is okay to say no. Like, that is okay. To prioritize yourself and say no is perfectly fine. And anybody that has a problem with you saying no because you are prioritizing yourself, you don't need them in your life, because you should inspire them to prioritize themselves. Like, it is okay to prioritize yourself. And moving in 2025, well, we're already in 2025, but 2025 is prioritizing, setting those boundaries. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Yes, that's okay with me. I'm not going to tolerate, this, or you're not going to push me to do that, or we're not doing that. We're not doing that in 2025. And setting boundaries is a part of self-care. Self-care is not just, even though this is a part of self-care, we want to get our nails done, and we want to get our facials and our pedicures and that is massages and all of those things. Yeah, we want to prioritize that too, because those things make us feel good. So yes, we are going to do those self-care things too in 2025, but setting boundaries is also a part of self-care, because when you do something that you don't want to do because you're trying to please somebody else, it usually makes you feel horrible. A lot of times you feel anxious, angry, all different type of emotions depending on who you are. So you have to set those boundaries so that if you're not feeling like being around a whole bunch of people and you don't want to go to this party with your friend, they keep asking you, but you go anywhere, you're not going to be comfortable at that party because you didn't want to go to begin with. So it's best that you set the boundary, like, I'm sorry, I can't, like, I have to stay in tonight. And that is okay to say that. And you should not feel regret or shame or for saying no. Setting boundaries and self-care is important for 2025. So let's go to number 4. So embrace adventure. Well, we need to travel. Time is up for staying in one spot. Work, home, sleep. Work, home, sleep. Work, home, sleep. We not doing that no more. We traveling. We going, even if it's, I don't know, in the next city over or the next state or road trips or staycations, whatever it is, we want to make sure we prioritize adventure, because the only way that you are going to experience life is if you get outside of where you are. I used to live in Miami. I moved from Miami to Washington. I didn't know a soul. That's not true. I had a friend who lived here, but she was in a different part of Washington because she was in the military. So we stayed with her for a little bit. But I moved to a city that was like a few hours away from her. So she wasn't even close. I didn't know anybody in the city. I didn't know anybody. It was just me and my kids. But you know what? That adventure taught me a lot. I experienced so many different things from what I was used to. I experienced a different way of life and different people, and I saw things that I've never seen where I'm from. So adventure is important. It broadens your knowledge and your horizon, and it actually makes you feel good. When you go somewhere and you travel and you go out and you experience something different, when you come back feeling more relaxed. That work, home, sleep, it gets tiring. And we have to embrace that adventure. So we traveling for 2025. I ain't saying every month we're going to be going to a different place and all of this, but we traveling and we're going to experience life, because without it, you get to the end of the year and it's like, what did I do this year? And you don't even have anything to like reflect on, because all you did was work, sleep, and eat. That's it. Work, sleep, and eat. So we gotta travel. We gotta do it. We're gonna do it together. Yes, we're gonna do it. And we're gonna share our experiences and we're gonna congratulate each other, and we're gonna do it for sure. I think I'm on number 5. I have 2 more. So this one is redefine success. So success can look differently for different people. And I think that we should celebrate the small goals, small successes. Like we want to prioritize health and nutrition. Like we don't have to celebrate once we get to our end goal. Every little step that we make towards that goal is a success, because you better off than you was before. Personal style. When you walk out of the house, if you used to go to the grocery store and walk out of the house any kind of way, if you can go a full week and you put on your clothes and you make sure, while you playing, even inside the house, we should be looking put together. Because you never know who's going to come to your house and knock on your door. You never know what's going to happen. You walk around the house feeling good. Like even in your space, you should always want to feel good. And the more and more you do that, you got to celebrate those successes. You did it. Those boundaries, the more you say no, the more self-care you do, the more you take care of yourself, the better you feel. We have to celebrate those successes. So let's redefine success instead of like this big thing that we can only celebrate. I'm not saying don't celebrate the big things, but that's not the only thing we should be celebrating. We have small accomplishments that we do on a daily basis. If you get up in the morning and your goal is to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you get up out of 7 days, you get up 3 days at 5 o'clock, celebrate that success. And then next week you add another day, and you add another day. And before you know it, you have 7 days that you got up at 5 o'clock. If you want to go to the gym 5 days a week and you can only get there for 1 day, that 1 day, celebrate that success because you made it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is. Let's celebrate those small accomplishments because it's still success. It's not huge success, but eventually you'll get there. So let's redefine success. We have small goals that we reach that we can call successes. So let's redefine it. Let's celebrate those small goals as success because we still moving in a direction. Small movement is still movement. You're still moving. It may take you a little longer to get there, but don't stop. Because as soon as you stop, then that's when you stall it. Keep moving, one step in front of the other one. Slow but steady. What it say? Slow and steady wins the race? Yeah, slow and steady. Just keep moving slowly in the direction that you want to go. Just move. Small progress is progress. So number 6, financial freedom. That's a big one. This probably should be number 1, but financial freedom, because we need to stop living paycheck to paycheck and buying things just because. It is okay to buy things, but we need to make sure that we are saving our money, investing our money, and we are not just spending everything we have and living paycheck to paycheck. That is not how God intended us to live our life, paycheck to paycheck. We need to be flourishing, thriving in life, not surviving. The time for surviving is done. We need to be thriving. We need to be setting a goal, how we're going to pay down this debt, how we're going to save some money, how we're going to invest, and how we're going to be able to do the things that we want to do. Embracing adventure was one. We got to travel. But in order for us to travel, we need to make sure that our finances are together. Because we can't be spending money that we don't have. That's what we're not doing. Yeah, we want to travel, but we want to make sure we got the money to travel too. So we don't want to be just spending money that we ain't got just because traveling is one of the things that we want to do. We got to make sure that we got ourselves together. So in order to get ourselves together, we got to make sure that we getting out of debt and we saving our money and we invest in our money. And I guess a bonus to that would be 7. Right? 7? Because it's 6. Yeah, a bonus to that would be 7 because maybe we need to figure out some residual income. I'm sure we got some skills that we can implement to start a business, to do something so that we can have some residual income coming in. We need to start making some money, and we need to start making some moves, and we need to figure out what our gifts are, and we need to put those gifts out there, and we need to start a business, and we need to put some residual income in here. I am definitely going to start a business. I have a business that I actually have a couple of businesses, but one thing at a time. But those are things that we definitely need to do. Financial freedom is a must because it's hard out here. Things are getting more expensive, and we need to be smart about how we spending our money, and we need to figure out how to make more money because that 9 to 5 is not providing like it should. And if we can work that hard to make somebody else rich, we can do the same thing for ourselves. So we need to start that entrepreneur journey. We need to be starting up some type of business. We need to be doing something, and we need to grow that business, and we need to get some residual income coming in. So I want to thank you all for dealing with me. No, I want to thank you all for listening to what I have to say. I want to thank you all for listening to my 6 goals to transform your life in 2025. I'm definitely going to be more consistent on this app because content creation and inspiring is something that I feel like is a part of my path. It's a gift that I have, and I'm going to continue to work on showing up, because that's what I need to do, show up. And this is the first step of showing up, me sitting down and doing this video and talking to you all. So this is my first step to showing up. And again, I want to thank you for, if you've made it this far, thank you for listening to what I have to say. And I look forward to your comments. I look forward to you joining the family and being a part of the family and us inspiring each other. Hopefully I can inspire you in the videos that I have coming up as you see my journey for growth and how I transform my life to be a better version of myself, to always show up. And till next time, thank you for watching. Bye.